Hi everyone, so today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch. Now this is the newest console that they've come out with, and this is the hottest console that they've come out with in over a decade. This is supposed to be the follow-up to the Wii, and now traditionally, just to give you a little background information, Nintendo tends to just do home consoles or portable consoles. They've never merged the two, and this is the first marriage that we've seen. They've been trying to do it for a while. They've been trying to do it with the Wii U, but let's be honest, we don't talk about that because it sucks. But this one, I think they did a really good job. It's very streamlined, it looks very sleek, and it's also very versatile. So for any type of gamer that you are, you're gonna be able to like this device. And I say that because if you're the type that likes a big screen and you wanna just play on the big screen, this is for you. If you like to take your game with you in the car, this is also for you. If you like to just kick back and, just put this on the table, you can, and then you can just kick back and play this. You can also do that too. And this one is cool just because if you liked a certain game, sometimes you were limited to the device. So if you liked, like a 3DS game or something, you're limited to the tiny little screens. But if you liked, I don't know, something else, you only had it on the TV. So this is a nice thing that you can play it anywhere, any size screen, anytime. So this, I think, is a really cool concept. So the nice thing about the console is that it's not super complicated. It doesn't have a bunch of specs. It doesn't have a powerful processor. It's not 4K. Nintendo doesn't care. They're Nintendo, okay? And so you buy this because you want to play the latest Zelda or the latest Mario game. And the setup for this device is actually really easy. All you do is turn it on. I recommend setting it up like a handheld just because it's touchscreen, so you'll be able to type in your Wi-Fi password. You'll be able to set up your account by typing it on here versus on the TV where you gotta go like this to type in every letter. It's a little bit time consuming. And in terms of hardware, you do get this dock, which is really nice. And you just take this and you plug it in like that. And there's a little plug that you can attach and you just plug it in, and that's how you charge it. You can also put an HDMI cord in there and plug it into the TV. The nice thing about the dock is that the back opens like so, and you see the charger, you can just pull it out if you're taking it on the go with you. This charger will actually plug into the bottom of this device, and this charger is actually how you charge the two Joy-Cons, which I call them chicken nuggets because that's what they remind me of. You plug them into the screen and you just plug the whole thing in there, and that's how you charge everything. So the battery life for the console itself is going to be 6 hours according to Nintendo, but if you are playing something a little more graphics intensive like Zelda, it will run you around 3 hours. And in terms of the display, it's supposed to be the size of an iPad, which I have an iPad mini. Just to show you guys here, it is almost roughly the same size lengthwise, but of course the iPad is bigger, it has more screen real estate of course. And in terms of the regular iPad, it's about the same size in terms of length. So I would say for a handheld, this is actually pretty large, although some people have said it doesn't look that big, but to me it's quite large, maybe because I have little hands or something, but it's literally like the size of my face. It's huge. And as far as the on-paper specs, it has a 720p display on the console, and then if you plug it into the TV, of course it's going to be 1080. This isn't 4K. Honestly, no one needs 4K. That's just going to kill your battery life, and I don't know, I feel like 4K is really redundant. Now we're going to talk about the controllers, and one of the big selling points of this console is that the controllers are detachable. So these little chicken nuggets just pop right off like this, and you can actually plug it into something like this. This comes with the device, and you can actually get a separate one, and it just has a USB-C thing right here, so you can plug it in and charge it while you play. I feel like that's really redundant and unnecessary, so don't get that. And what you do is you just slide the chicken nuggets in there, and you just hear a click so it's secure, and that is how you play. So this one is going to be a little more ergonomic at home when you're chilling or in front of the TV, and if you're more used to, I guess, the setup of a typical game controller. Now they also do sell another controller that looks just like the Xbox one. This one is a little different. They have the one that looks just the traditional one if you like that setup better, but I think you can pass on it. I honestly don't think that it's a necessity. And they also have these things. So if anyone ever remembers playing with the Wii, this is basically going to transform this little chicken nugget into a Wii controller. These little bars right here have built-in motion sensors and extra buttons. So this is for multiplayer use. If you want to play something like 1-2 Switch that's really different and fun, you can expand this console and make it multiplayer. So it's not just a personal console, which I think is a really cool idea, so you can play different games with your friends. And also the strap is nice because if you're playing and you're throwing this around, you don't accidentally kill someone. So the battery life on the chicken nugget is 20 hours, and the device also ships with different colored chicken nuggets, so you can get the blue and the red set, or you can get the gray set. I actually got the gray set because I like the way it looks, but after playing with it, and I'm honestly not the world's most coordinated person, I think the colors really do help you figure out which one goes on which side. So if that's something that you like, then definitely go for it. But if you want, 2 red and 2 blue, they also do sell a pack of inverse colors. So if you get the blue and red set, you can get the expansion pack, so you can get the matching set. And I think that's a really cool thing if you like those colors. Now, in terms of user interface, I think it's really cool. You have these tiles right here, and you can actually just click on the game that you want to play. And you can expand the memory too. You can get extra memory expansion packs. You just put the game card in there and you can download them from online, I believe. But yeah, it's really simple. There's little buttons down here, settings, etc. And I like it because it's not like 6 pages of apps, Netflix, HBO Go. This is not supposed to replace your media center. This is just supposed to be a gaming console. People that are complaining that it doesn't have Netflix, I don't know why you would want Netflix on here. You have it on your phone, you have it on your smart TV, you have it on your computer. You don't need Netflix on an extra device. And because you buy the console, not for the actual console, you buy it for the games. The games that are notable that you should see or try or buy, I have Zelda, which this is the game for this console. This is it, you guys. And you want to get 1-2 Switch because I think it's a little different. It's a little fun. You play it with your friend. It's 2 players. Versus this one's just a standalone, and then they have Just Dance. I know for the future they are set to release Mario Kart, another Mario game, Pokemon, and I believe FIFA, and a few other big titles. So if you do want to play those games, keep an eye out for the next console release and try to snag one because apparently these are selling out. So overall, I think that this device is really awesome just because it focuses on the fun. I feel like just because everything and the way technology is going, everything is trying to integrate all these apps, all of these different things on there to give you versatility, but I feel like it just convolutes the product, and I think that this being very simple actually is a good thing. And it's not a powerful device, it doesn't do a lot of things, but it still gives you that versatility and that full gaming experience that you are looking for. You can take it outside, you can continue your game, if you're playing it on the TV, you can continue the game in the car if you want to keep playing it. You don't have to wait until, you can take your Xbox and set it up at the next place where you're going. So I think that this is a really cool, awesome product, and it feels very complete. It doesn't feel like there are pieces missing. It doesn't feel like it's experimental, and I like the fact that you can kind of do anything with it. It's a personal device, but you can also share it, and you can also play multiplayer things with it, and I think that's the part that I like the most. And I feel like the fact that it's so versatile is the reason why the hype is so real. I read an article today, and apparently all of the Nintendo Switches are sold out worldwide, and we don't know when they're going to be doing another batch of releases. So if you do want this, keep your eyes peeled for sure. And should you get it? I think you should if you are a Nintendo lover, if you like all of their flagship titles like Zelda or Mario, Pokemon, things like that. This is going to be the next generation of gaming for Nintendo, so if you want to get in on those games, definitely get it. But if you're not so much a console type of person and you just like to play computer games, you can definitely pass. But for the time being, I'm very happy with my Switch. One question though, can someone explain why they need such a big box for this little tiny chip that is the game? Someone explain that to me, please. Thank you.